Welcome to your daily focus for February the 28th, 2019. My name is Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly, and thank you. Thank you truly for all the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. Let's get to the cards, see what they have to say. Now, the sun is in Pisces. The moon has moved into Capricorn in the wee hours of the morning. Ace of Pentacles. Ooh, Ace of Pentacles is back again. There we are. We are at the gate. We are going forward, though. It's in the first position. We are stepping up to the plate. We are getting ready to swing the bat. We are preparing ourselves to accept our new path forward as we inch slowly towards it. Those baby steps. Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords in detriment. We might feel like we need more, or we haven't done enough, or the Seven of Swords, one of the things about the Seven of Swords is it's usually a trust issue, not to trust people around you. I would think with this in detriment, it's telling you to really go with your gut when it comes to people, that there's nobody really out there trying to get you per se. But pick up on the vibrations, pay attention to it, be present. You may get this flash that you might need to know that person more, that they have valuable information in their head that you need. We might be taking too much forward with us. We might be juggling too much. We might need to see, remember we are in full moon energy, so we may need to see where we need to get rid of the clutter, so to speak, whether it's a closet or a garage or an attic or your heart, your environment, your routine, your fridge, your cupboards. So where do we need to clear, to remove, to end, to complete? Not carrying all this forward with us. And we're not even holding them that well. You know, we're going to cut ourselves holding them like that. So it's taking care right now to take the right steps. And then we have the Four of Cups. So it's a very free will kind of day. You can step into this or not. It's up to you. This is about gratitude. This talks about, this talks about, where is it? Better things on the horizon. But we don't even see them. We don't even see the abundance. Where is it there? The abundance. It's all backwards for me. The abundance that sits right in front of us. We don't even tap into the sage wisdom of the owl right behind us, whispering to us knowledge, wisdom. So it's definitely about being grateful for here and now, whatever your here and now is. And it may look horrifying to you. It may look wonderful to you. This is a collective reading for everybody. So, but we need to appreciate all the things that we do have right now in order to go forward. That we don't need to carry everything with us. And there's been so many within the weekly readings and the daily readings. There has been so much energy of when you go forward. Yesterday, when you start to go forward, when you start taking those baby steps, that is when the gifts come in order to help you succeed. Whether or not that gift is a person, support, compassion, empathy, a new start, a new opportunity, a new learning experience, a new best friend, something tangible, something of material worth in order to help you move forward. You've got this great new job and you look in your closet and you can't even remember the last time you bought something new for that closet. And you're like, what am I going to wear? And there's a knock on the door and it's your next door neighbor says, hey, I just cleaned out my dresser and there's all these clothes and they probably fit you and most of it's only been worn once or twice. So you want to go through it, take what you want and then give the rest to a charity of some sort, please. That's the kind of gifts that appear right now. The gifts that we haven't actually earned, so to speak. Sometimes we give and we give and we give, and then it comes back to us. But in this, it's about moving us to the right direction. So understand the gifts that are being offered to you right now. This is definitely a day where, well, we're missing wands here. We're missing the actual action. But we do have the swords and detriments, so maybe that accounts for a little bit of the wands energy. I really see us inching forward. We're making decisions. We are giving up on things. We are, and not giving up and throwing in the flag or anything, but giving up things that has been detriment in our life, holding us back, not letting us go forward, and being very grateful for what you already have. Look around, within, look within, see the magic you have. Those gifts are waiting for us to come in. That new sparkly cup in the background, the one that looks magical, yeah, it's waiting to come your way. So don't look towards the negative. Don't look away from what you have tangible in front of you right now in order to go forward. I think you'll see that you've already got all you need. And yes, there'll be learning experiences, but right now you have all you need to take the next step. So what is that next step? Maybe you've been looking in an area of your life where you have to wait for that step. So what can you do? Yesterday's energy is still coming into play. It'll play for most of the week, actually. So what can you do? You may not be able to do everything, but you can do something. And because you can't do everything, you must do that one thing that you can do. So what is it? It could be the smallest of things. It could be a giant step. Well, let's see what Nature's Whispers has to tell us. Oh, acceptance of love, 38. An 11 energy comes in here. I think for today's energy numerology is a 6, which is all about love and passion, relationships. Acceptance of love shows up here. Acceptance of love. Well, right away I thought, where are you holding back to allowing love into your life? Maybe it's the love of doing something. Maybe it's, stepping back into a hobby or something that you used to create or invent, or it could be a relationship. It could be where you've been holding back within the relationship and not accepting the love that is being offered to you right now. Or maybe it's a best friend or a coworker or somebody within the community. Or maybe you're not going out there within the community and trying to make a difference and trying to give your love to help somebody else. Maybe someone is trying to give you love to help you move forward. So acceptance of love. Well, let's see what the book says. This image is a representation of harmony, the harmony of opposites. And that's what we're in right now, right? The sun and the moon were opposing each other, and that's how we had our full moon, right? And pretty soon the sun and the moon will come together next week. Actually, next week, just buckle your seatbelts for this week coming up. And this is the preparation time. This is the time that we really need to, the rubber meets the pavement, so to speak. It's time to do things. It's time to, maybe it's just moving things off your plate. Maybe it's clearing up the clutter. Maybe it's having that conversation that's long overdue. But it's in order to bring in endings and completion and healing into your life so that you are not taking that baggage forward into the new moon, which is a very beautiful and powerful new moon for us, as has been the last 4, I think, or 5. I think this is the 4th of a series of like 6, with new moons and full moons just being amazing for us. Acceptance of love. The image is representation of harmony of opposites, masculine and feminine. You have the ability to give love freely to yourself and to others. It's important to understand that you are whole, complete, and perfect now, and will enhance another's life. Love can happen. Love is truth in all of all situations. Love the soul embodied inside of you. Love the soul embodied inside of you. Love you. My goodness. Express more love in your life. Allow yourself to feel loved. Everything happens exactly when it's supposed to, in that order. Everything that happens is what is supposed to take place. You bring a bright light and an individuality into the world. Yes, you do. You bring a uniqueness into the world. You should be brimming with the love you have for just yourself alone. Let's see what our wonderful animals have to say. So for those of you who don't know the story of the wonderful animals, it's the Higher Intuition deck. Hang on, I'll show you the book because I'm pretty sure the box looks very much like that. And my kids got it for me many moons ago for Mother's Day. And I opened them up. I was all excited. And, on each card, it's just, bat, right? And bat brings clarity. Oh, maybe we'll have some clarity since I'm using that one. And I had to go into the book then and read about bat because I'm sorry, I don't know the every animal and their spiritual connections. So I thought, well, we're going to learn this together. But you know what? The author of this deck just has the most beautiful meanings attached to the card that I would never tap into. And some of them, yeah, I probably could do verbatim by now. But so anyways, I never would have picked this deck for myself because it has no information. I like cards that are cluttered, that have lots of information, lots of things to see within the cards. So, when I'm looking at just that, it doesn't, well, that's probably a more dramatic one. See if I get another one here. There we go. Our cat's back for independence. And we had the raven pop out. Higher intuition, or is it no practice patience for the raven in the higher intuition deck? There you go. Well, I feel like since he jumped out, we should pay attention to him today. So the raven says practice patience, truthfulness, patience, and believe. It's so important to believe that there is a tomorrow waiting for you that is just beautiful if you stand in your truth and trust and believe. Patience is waiting, not passively waiting. That's laziness. But to keep going when the going is hard and slow, that's patience. So if it's hard and slow right now, it's supposed to be. It's moving you through. It's allowing you to understand where you are truly blocked so you can work on not being blocked going forward. Raven reminds you that this situation involves a whole lot of patience. A matter that has recently arisen is affecting your ability to be truthful with yourself along with others. Raven speaks truth with love and patience. Don't mind the time or fear running out of time. Instead, believe that what you want to have happen will happen. It will just take time. We are entering giant paths forward. I mean, there's so much of the larger planets that are really making themselves known right now, being at the 29 degrees and the 0 degrees and coming together. I think Saturn and Pluto, I mean, they're within like 4 or 5 degrees of each other. We have to be feeling that all the time, for goodness sakes. Probably will, right up until January of 2020, we're going to be feeling that Saturn Pluto energy. I think they started at like 10 degrees this year and then just moves closer, and they'll get so close, and then Saturn goes retrograde and moves right away from Pluto and then comes back. And so by January 2020 they will align, which is when's the last time that happened? Saturn even being in Capricorn, let's go to that. It's like once in a lifetime experience, maybe once in a lifetime through 5 or 6 generations of the family. My goodness. So practice patience. You're not running out of time. Trust me, you are not running out of time. But you do need to do the work right now. You cannot rest on your laurels right now. These cards say it. Raven is even saying, you just can't stand by and hope that it's all going to come together. You've got to do the baby steps. No matter what the category of life you require patience in, love, finances, career, health, it would benefit you not to focus on the clock, but instead to work at building a strong foundation around you. It is the right time, and you will know when that time happens that you will fly again. You may not know all the factors yet that are preventing your wishes from coming true, and you don't need to. You need to believe that the moon will light the way. We're coming on to a new moon. Um, the moon will light the way that will help Raven to the right place at the right time. It will help you to be at the right place at the right time. Just keep doing the steps. I mean, this card alone says things just happen when you're at the right place at the right time, but you have to walk past your front door in order to experience more than likely. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.